What's what? Oh. I'm not sure, Clementine. I didn't get a good look at it. It looked like it was on fire, though. What is that? A buffoon nameless.
What is that?
Oh my goodness, that looks crazy. What? Hello everybody and welcome back to our ARK Survival Evolve Primal Fear guide. This is a playthrough and tutorial on all things Primal Fear. I'm Rick Dangerous and I'm 35 years old. I have here with me...
My name is Ellie and I'm 7 years old. And my name is Clementine and I'm 5 years old.
And yes, we are back to teach you everything Primal Fear. In our last episode, we tamed elemental creatures. And we're going to be using them to drop elemental eggs. We tamed 4 elementals, and 2 of them actually had a baby, and here's the baby. He's a juvenile right now, so we have 5 now. And I mentioned in the last episode, elemental creatures lay eggs really, really fast, so this is plenty. If we check our item collector, we already have 6 more elemental eggs. And we haven't really done anything off camera, so those eggs laid that fast. So let's go ahead and put our elemental eggs in the smithy, and we'll go craft some more Apex kibble. We can craft 3 more. So now we have 5 Apex kibble. The only thing I did off camera was I took the taming supplies back out of the chest and put them in my inventory. Okay, Clementine says I need water and I also need food. So now we have 5 Apex kibble, and I'm just going to split them up into stacks of 1 so it's easier to drag them into the Dilophosaurs as we tame them. And to that point, I mentioned last episode, now that we have the elemental eggs, we are going to go tame Apex Dilophosaurs. And the reason why Dilophosaurs is because they're common, they spawn all over the beach, and they also lay eggs pretty quickly. So we're just like we kind of skipped the alpha tier. Like we only tamed alpha dodos, and that was really it. I guess we did tame an alpha griffin, or no, we didn't even tame an alpha griffin. The only alpha creatures we tamed were dodos, and then we went straight to elemental from there. We don't need to hang around the apex level and go look for apex dire bears and apex Therizinosaurus. We can just get the apex dilos and have them start laying eggs, and we can jump straight to fabled and go straight for fabled creatures, and that's what we're going to do. We're trying to be as efficient as possible in this playthrough and go straight to the higher tiers. Alright, so let's go ahead and drink the water. We ate our food. Do one last gear check. We have 5 Apex kibble, plenty of cryopods, tame helpers. We got all our bullets. We're not going to need the high-powered bullets for the Dilophosaurs, I don't think. Their torpor is going to be pretty low. They're just kind of one step up from dodos. So we'll try, and also I think we can bullet them so that they're stuck. So we're going to put on the low-powered bullets, the ones that are only 9 times as effective, rather than waste some of our high-end bullets.
I think that for big creatures.
Yes, we do. We want to save those high-end bullets for big creatures. I'm going to switch to my sniper rifle so that it loads, so that we already have 8 bullets in it. And then let's get on our griffin. And we're going to go look for Dilophosaurs. We'll call them Dilos from now on. So they tend to spawn down on the beach. So that's our primary objective. Side quests would be any fabled or tech creatures that we see. We'll go ahead and kill those. We need electronics and things from the tech creatures, and then of course fabled creatures drop really good loot bags, so we're always going to keep a lookout for those. And then also, as a side note, we'll loot some Beaver Damns if we happen to be in the area. So we'll just use the SpyGlass for now. There's an Alpha Dilophosaurus, so almost what we wanted. We need Apex though. And here's a Fabled, so we'll go ahead and kill that.
Good. I like Fabled.
And yep, he just dropped us a bunch of stuff, so that's good. What is that guy? Alpha. We're not going to seek out alphas. They're a dime a dozen. Now, if we happen to fly over one, we can kill it. Now, let's check out what's down here so far. There's a Dilophosaur. There's 3, but they're just regular ones. So they're not Apex. But that's good that they're spawning there. Just double check and make sure they're not Apex. And like I said, we can use the DinoTracker too. I can open the DinoTracker and say show dinos near me. Since Apex starts with A, it's very easy to see that at the top. So there's no Apexes near us.
What is that?
That's a fabled Styracosaurus. He didn't drop a loot bag.
Yeah.
Alright, here's a Dilophosaur. Alpha. So it's good that they're spawning here. We just haven't been lucky with a... we haven't had an Apex spawn yet. But that's okay. That's the whole point of this episode. We're going to go look for one.
There's a dog.
Okay.
What?
Oh, here's those beached whales. And I'm curious... Ellie pointed out that we can harvest those.
Yeah.
I'm curious if the fire griffin can harvest them really efficiently with his fire. Wow, look at that. It took it out in one hit. We got 1,000 spoiled meat from that, 100 oil. That's awesome. A lot of hide, keratin.
That'll be nice for building materials.
Yep. So let's check our map.
How did they get on the beach?
I'm not really sure.
Maybe
Okay, so I don't think there's any Dilophosaurs over this way. We're going to go ahead and teleport to the Beaver Dam next. And that'll bring us closer to a beach that has Dilophosaurs. And while we're there, we can check the Beaver Dams.
Yeah, and there's sometimes alpha beavers and stuff.
Yeah, fabled. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to seek out the alphas, though. I'm only interested in the fabled. Now, I think I will land here and try to loot this dam. Because we don't need cementing paste right now. But eventually, when you need it, and it's nice to have it. Yeah, we just want to be careful I don't kill... I just want to be careful I don't actually destroy the dam, because I've done that by accident before. Alright, I think that's pretty safe. I think we killed the alphas nearby. Let's go ahead and try to get on top of the dam. Well, you can't loot it from here. You have to kind of get more towards the center of the dam. There we can get it. Okay, so we got the dam.
The beavers are
They're coming. Yep. I just killed a bunch of them. I'm shooting fire. For some reason, the fire animation doesn't show when you're shooting on the ground. Alright, and then let's check this last area.
What's that?
What's what? Oh. I'm not sure, Clementine. I didn't get a good look at it. It looked like it was on fire, though. What is that? A buffoon nameless.
What is that?
Oh my goodness, that looks crazy. What? We need special kibble to tame it, so unfortunately we need to get the Dilophosaurs first. We'll kind of remember that was there, and maybe we can come back sometime.
There's another.
Yeah, I want to kill this fabled first without hopefully destroying the dam. Because that fabled beaver will...
Why is he in those one's house?
I'm not sure why he went in there. Let's land over here and try to get this dam. We're going to try to loot these beaver dams real quick. This beaver's going to be very mad. I'm like right next to him too. I'd like to kill the beaver first using the griffin. But I'm worried I'm going to destroy the dam when I do it. Nope, that seemed to work. Okay, so let's loot this dam, and that should get all the beavers to chase us. Yeah, we'll kill the ones that chase us. I do need to remember to drop the wood before I loot the next dam, because I don't want to become encumbered. Okay, so now let's go ahead and loot this dam. Well, I think there's a couple more beavers coming. Oh, they're stuck in the dam. We'll see how this goes. Can we loot it from here? I'd like to be able to jump up on top, but I can't, because as soon as I open this dam up, those beavers are going to pop out. There we go. Alright, we'll go for it. It's probably dangerous. Yep, that's okay. Alright, we got Beaver Damns. That's awesome.
Yeah, chop the wood.
Oh yes, good call, Clementine. Clementine reminded me to drop the wood. So let's go back to our main objective, which is Dilophosaurs. But like I said, the reason why we went to the Beaver Dam is it's close to a beach that spawns Dilophosaurs. So just kind of being efficient with our time. I'll go ahead and... No, we got to get down to the beach first, and then we'll start looking. Okay. I think the Spirit Rex spawned around here. Whoa! That castle is just full of
creatures.
Bats, spiders. Whoa! Okay, let's go up high. Let's go up high.
What was that?
I don't know what that noise was. Yeah, it's like a Spirit Rex or something dangerous is over there. I'm getting sidetracked. I was gonna go attack that castle, but let's do what we came here to do, and we're gonna go look for Dilophosaurs.
Yeah, and the vastly.
Okay, let's see here. So we're gonna come down to the beach. And I think I'll use the DinoTracker initially. Apex, no Dilophosaurs. And then we're gonna just kind of fly along the beach here and keep a lookout for them.
But why did the Spirit Rex not explode yet?
It needs to be near an enemy and have it try to attack it, and then it will explode. Okay, we're gonna keep a lookout for those little Dilophosaurs. They're a little bit bigger than dodos.
Just a little bit.
Is that a Dilophosaur? No, that's a Pegomaster. Or Pegomastax, I guess is what you call it.
What do they do?
I'm not really sure. Let's see. I know there's also a lot of Dilophosaurs where we started the game in Viking Bay, and we're heading that way now. Okay, so there's a normal one. So that's a good sign that they're actually spawning over here. There's a Pegomastax. Dodos. Here's one. Is that an Apex? Apex! We got one! Okay, so this should be fairly simple. Its torpor level is super low. We should be able to just snipe this right out of the air. I'm not sure why I'm not hitting it. That might have been a glitch in the game. Let's approach it from this side. Okay, so that's a 2-shot kill or knockout. And remember, I'm using lower powered tranks right now. So if I used a higher power one, it would have been a 1-shot kill. I'm gonna just make sure I wipe everything out and nearby so it doesn't get eaten.
Why is he
All right. So I think coast is clear.
Whoa.
Let's go ahead and put on the put on the kibble and the tame helper. So we got the apex. Let's grab a cryopod. Alright, and we probably only need like 3 of these guys. Well, especially if we can breed them, then we definitely only need 3. But I forgot to look if that was male or female. It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's keep looking for more apex Dilophosaurus. Yep.
That's a cool skeleton.
Yeah.
Was it from the T-Rex?
I'm not sure what that was from.
Maybe
I know
it was from the Gigantosaurus.
I think it's just a decoration.
Dilophosaur.
Dilophosaur, Alpha Dilophosaur. since there's a lot of enemies nearby, I will use the DinoTracker real quick. So just 2 Alpha Dilophosaurs, but no Apex.
How about now?
Okay, let's come over this way. Well, I don't visually see any, so I'm not going to scan yet.
If you
I'll scan here just since there's a lot of enemies nearby. Okay, so no Apex. And if you remember, this is where we started the game. Over here is our original base. There's a Dilophosaur, but it's just a normal one.
But it's in the dodo.
Yep, it is attacking a dodo. Just checking my stamina. That's pretty full. Pigomastics. I guess just in case, I'll check the wild dinos again. So no apexes. Alright. And yeah, it's really just very simple to tame these things. It's just a matter of finding them.
If you won't find any...
There's one.
Oh,
A normal one and then an apex one. So let's go ahead and switch to our sniper. And we know it's going to take 2 shots, unless I get a headshot. Then it's probably only going to take 1. I don't know why I wasn't hitting him earlier there. Maybe I'm just too far away. But we got him. We got to make sure we don't kill him by accident. Okay, because I've done that quite often. I've killed, Beaver Damns. I killed one of our elemental tames by accident. So I'm going to hop off and tell...
one.
Sorry? What?
Yes. There's one.
I don't see him.
There he is. He's behind. Look. Look.
Sweetie.
This way.
Oh, it's a little compy. He's okay. I'll kill him.
Where'd you find him?
They're just little dinos. I'm going to back up and kill them. Alright. Good call, Clementine. That's a good catch. Alright. Stressful for you, huh? Alright. We'll put on the Apex Kibble. Tame Helper. We didn't even have time to give him the Tame Helper. We tamed him. So let's go ahead and put him in a cryopod. So this one is a female. I think it'll tell us in the cryopod what type it is. So the female is down here. Where does it say female? Yeah, it says female. And then the other one is also a female. So ideally, we could just get one male and be done with it. One male Dilophosaur, Apex Dilophosaur. Now here's another one. Now it's female again, but that's fine. It's not a male, but it's another one. So let's take it. I think I can hop off my bird and just throw a bolo around this to trap it. But I'd rather just be safe about it. So he's down. She's down. Yeah, it's another female. So let's go ahead and give her.
Food.
Yep.
What is it again?
It's called Apex Kibble.
Okay. And let's look for toxic creatures too.
Okay. So I gave her a tame helper to make her eat immediately. She dropped an egg immediately, so we got our first Apex egg, which is great.
Yeah.
So this is our 3rd Apex Dilophosaur.
So they're all doors.
Dilophosaurus, I guess is what it's called. They are all girls. Here's another one up here. Let's check if it's Apex or not. It's just a normal one. Okay. You can tell by their tails, like, if they're a Dilophosaurus or not. 3 might be enough, but like if we could just get that one last one that would be a male, that would be awesome. Oh, they're all over the place. Here's a male Apex and a regular male. So this is going to be our last one.
From the sky.
Yep, we're going to do it from the sky. I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'll still do these lower powered tranks. That's fine. I'm going to do a headshot here. So that's a one-shot knockout since it was a headshot. Okay.
Here's that one.
Yeah, definitely we're going to kill this one.
And that one.
And that one. Even if it was Apex, I would kill it because this is our last one. We got him down. Okay.
And then they make babies.
They will make babies, yep. Apex Kibble, Tame Helper. He's up. We're going to give him a pickup relic, activate it. We're going to pick him up. Wow. So that, my friends, is why when you get to the tier where you can start taming Apex, don't go waste your only 2 kibbles on like a dire bear or a Styracosaurus. Go ahead and tame those Dilophosaurus right away. And we're going to completely skip the Apex tier because we're going to start getting the eggs we need to make fabled kibble. And just like every tier in this game, the difference between Apex and fabled is massive. We're talking like, you know, an Apex creature might have 100,000 hit points, but the fabled version might have 1,000,000. So it scales up drastically. So let's go ahead and teleport back to base, and we'll check some of this stuff out.
And then let's go kill some toxic creatures.
Let's see what we have time for. So our baby elemental grew up, and it's an adult now. These ones over here are still set to breed, so they may have been laying eggs. So here's a fertilized egg that's actually hatching right now. I don't know if any others hatched. I don't see any babies nearby. Yep, so we're gonna go pick that up in a minute. Alright, and then let's check our item collector. So he's been picking up... Oh, he actually picked up those black pearls that I accidentally dropped. That's where those went, so that's pretty cool. Alright. Our fire griffin probably has some items on him because we were killing things with him. So I'm going to transfer it all off of him. And I'm going to transfer back some meat, the health potions, and the relic. I always do that. I always make sure he has a relic, health potions, and meat. Let's go ahead and drop these Dilophosaurus, and then we'll check on this egg so you kids can see it hatch.
I'm ready to see it hatch.
It should be any second now.
But is it warm?
Yeah, it's warm enough. It's gonna hatch in 1 second.
One. There he is.
Awesome.
He doesn't know that.
Okay. So let's tell him to come over here. Yep, we're gonna feed him in a sec. Oh, I accidentally told this one to follow me too. So let's hop back on that one. Okay. So here's the baby. We'll take some meat out of, we're gonna take some meat out of this guy. Or wait. He doesn't have meat. Okay, let's get some meat out of the feeding trough. I know there's a ton of meat in there. Alright. So we're gonna give our new Dilophosaurus some meat. And we're gonna give this baby some meat. Okay, and then let's go ahead and drop our other apexes. Those are in cryopods right now.
The baby looks so big when he's next to you, but when he's next to the mommy, he looks so small.
Right.
Why? He's grown up, but he's still small, Daddy. Like that.
Okay, that one laid an egg right away. That one laid it. So I think their egg timer actually kicks off while they're in the cryopod. So as soon as you take them out of the cryopod, they actually are ready to lay the egg. It looks like the item collector picked those eggs up for us, so that's good. Okay, so we actually have 3 females and 1 male, so we could actually breed a bunch of eggs. I might do that off camera. So let's go empty our inventory and see what we collected, and I'll bring this this one over here with the rest.
That one looks so small, but that one's not small.
And that's a female as well, so we could breed 2 females with that male if we wanted. We really don't need that many elemental creatures, so I probably won't breed them. The other nice thing is you could breed these and then kill them for the feathers, because we're going to need feathers for the higher tier kibble. But getting feathers is fairly easy. We could just go on a killing rampage and get them out in the wild. So I see no reason to spend time breeding them just to kill them for feathers. Let's go ahead and drop all this stuff we got. I'm going to drag the cryopods into my favorites folder so I don't transfer them by accident.
Aren't those feathers?
This is pelt. Okay. We have a lot of blood. We'll transfer the egg, oil. So I could do all this off camera, but this is a pretty short episode, so let's just do all this on camera right now. I'm going to go over to my bookshelf and type in blue. Whoops, that's not the bookshelf. Here we go. So I'll type in blue. This shows all the blueprints we just picked up. And just briefly check them to make sure that there's none that are really good compared to what we have now. And I don't see any. So we're just going to transfer them all. We'll go ahead and put the kibble in our favorites so we don't accidentally transfer that. And our tame helpers and all our bullets. All of our trank bullets. Okay, and I don't think I've showed this to the viewers because I usually do this off camera, but this just gives you guys an idea of how I clean up my inventory and the logic I use behind it. I started dropping trank arrows completely because I'm not going to be using arrows anymore. They've just been they're kind of useless now that we're using bullets. I'm going to check the mantis quick. I've been giving the mantis all my good tools. So I noticed that we got a Mastercraft pickaxe. Now, he currently has an Ascendant, which is better, so we'll leave that with him, actually, and I'll just drop this. But yeah, the mantis, look at all these cool tools he has. That pike that we got last episode has a 708% damage. So I'm really curious how much damage the mantis is going to do with this pike, and I think we'll quick test that out after I clean up my inventory before we end the episode. So let's put the rest of the stuff in the smithy. And like I said, I keep all of my ingredients in the smithy because that's where everything's going to be crafted from. I'll keep the pike on me, relics in my favorites. Okay, and then really lastly, we will put the shotgun over in the weapons chest.
Since the episode has only been like 28 minutes already, can we go kill some toxic things and get some bags?
We'll kill very quickly. I think it will be nice to have a short episode every now and then. I hung on to all our taming stuff in this folder, and I really want to try out this mantis using the dual pikes, the 700% damage pikes. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how many apex eggs we got already. So 3, that's not bad. And let's quickly show the viewers what those apex eggs are going to do. So if I drop them into the smithy and I go to consumables and kibble, you can see now we can make special kibble because it uses 1 apex egg and we have 4 of them. Now we can also make elemental advanced kibble. We have the eggs for it, but we're missing certain types of feathers. The ice elementals drop ice feathers, there's fire feathers, electric feathers, and caustic feathers. So if we want to make advanced elemental kibble, we just have to go to the desert and kill some elemental birds, and pretty quickly, you get like 30 feathers per kill. So we just have to kill a few different types of elementals to get those ingredients. That's something I might do off camera. But yeah, then we can tame elemental advanced creatures. And the only thing keeping us from taming fabled creatures right now is the prime meat jerky. Well, like I said before, I'm kind of one step ahead of everything. I've been making prime meat jerky for the past, I think, 4 episodes. It cooks very slowly, but we've been making it. As soon as I got my first oil, I made the spark powder and started crafting it. So let's go ahead and put our jerky in the smithy.
What is jerky?
Jerky is one of the ingredients we need to make the fabled kibble. So now we can actually make 1 fabled kibble. The thing that's keeping us from making more is elemental eggs. So fabled kibble actually uses 2 apex eggs and 1 elemental egg. Well, I know the item collector is full of eggs, so we can take these elemental eggs out. I don't want to become encumbered, so I'll just grab those for now. So we'll add the elemental eggs to the primal smithy. We'll go to the kibble, and now we can actually make 2 fabled kibble. So we can tame 2 fabled creatures, and we're going to do that next episode. I'm going to go ahead and type in fabled kibble so I can find those 2 we just crafted, and I'll bring those over to my favorites folder. So that is great. Now, I'll do some thinking off camera about what type of fabled creatures we want to tame first. Maybe we want to get like a fabled mantis or like a nice creature that can, like there's a fabled griffincorn, I think. It's a griffin that's fabled. Or maybe we want to go straight to some of the easier fabled tames that just lay eggs. I haven't decided yet. So, Ellie wants to kill some things.
And get some loot bags.
Get some loot bags. I want to test out these new pikes. 700 damage.
Let's test
I
them
don't
on.
see any creatures right now, and I'm kind of wondering why. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do a little test here.
There's a sheep.
Yep, let's take out the sheep. And let's check our pike's durability. So 439 of 439.
Wow.
Okay. It's still 439 of 439, so that's good. And then let's try to kill a Brachiosaurus with the pikes and without the pikes, and we'll compare the damage. So let's kill the first one without the pike in our hand. Hopefully I don't hit both of them at once. Okay. So 2,948 damage. 2,948. And then if I put the pike in my hand, 2,948. 6,000. Wow. So there's a huge difference there in the damage. And if I do the jump attack, it's 15,000. So these pikes increase the damage by... These pikes increase the damage by almost 300%. Let's go ahead and harvest this corpse. Wow, and it's getting so much resources per hit. Alright, let's do 5 minutes of killing, guys, and then we'll end the episode. Does that sound good?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We're just going to run along the beach here and see what we can find.
Yeah. I can't wait to find some toxic talent.
Toxic? Yeah. Oh, I thought that was like a dead dino, but it's just a bush. There's not many dinos around here right now, which seems weird because when we started the game, it was like there was dinos everywhere and everything was trying to kill us. And now it's like, where'd they all go? Maybe they know we're leveled up and got all this good gear. So I'm also curious how long the pikes last before they break. So our pikes were at max durability when we started. Oh, and just to show the viewers real quick, I was talking about harvesting metal off camera and stuff. Check out this mantis when he's equipped with a pickaxe. I'm going to hit this metal node. One hit, 518 metal, 500 flint, just in one hit. I can switch to hatchet and get stone if I want. Whoops, that's my hatchet. It's just insane how fast he can harvest resources. So that's one of the reasons why when we got our first alpha kibble, we went and tamed the mantis right away, because the mantis can do, like, its utility is so strong. It can do everything. It can kill, it can harvest every type of resource. I think the only thing it can't do is get berries. But other than that, it does everything.
And it cannot fly.
Right, it can't fly.
And it's not
But
good.
it is the perfect creature. There's a fabled brachio. Let's take him out.
Why does it have wings, though?
I think praying mantis in real life jump and fly just a little bit, or like glide, but not very well, not very far. He is running.
Well, good.
So this mantis isn't as effective as the griffin for killing things, but it's nice to know that he can defend himself. Like if I'm out harvesting metal, or if I'm in the swamp chopping down trees for rare mushrooms, it's nice to know that this mantis is strong enough to fight off enemies and be able to handle himself.
The fabled one you just killed just dropped a lot of loot.
Did it come to our inventory?
Yeah.
Or okay, good. I forgot to look for a loot bag, but it looks like it came right to our inventory.
I keep looking.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come back into base.
I didn't know that that's your base.
It's the it's always under this waterfall, and it has those big doors, so we won't be able to miss it. So Ellie just said we got a lot of loot, and I know we also picked up like all that metal and stone and things like that. So if we open the mantis, I keep his tools in a folder called tools. So we're gonna put the pick in there, and I'll put some meat in there so it doesn't transfer out of his inventory. We got a medium potion, so I'll eat that. And then I'm going to transfer all out of the mantis. And that's why I use this folder, so the things in the tools folder don't actually get transferred. Alright. So yeah, Ellie pointed out we got a lot of cool stuff. I think this is a good time to end the episode. I'll just add this metal to the forge. Kids, that was pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
Very successful too. No deaths. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I mean we haven't died this whole playthrough since level 1. You know, when we spawned into the game, we spawned on top of an alpha. But other than that, we haven't died yet. We didn't even have a bed laid down until now. Oh, and that reminds me, I do have a mod installed called Death Recovery Mod. It allows you to craft an item called Personal Grave. And what that does, we didn't craft it yet because we didn't have cementing paste, but we do now. I can craft that personal grave and keep it at my base. And if we die, like say we die in a canyon, when we respawn at base, we can collect all our items out of the gravestone instead of having to go back to our corpse. That's kind of cheaty in my opinion. I highly recommend it if it's your first time playing Primal Fear, because you're going to die a lot. But I kind of like the risk of knowing that if I die, I might lose a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to craft that gravestone. I'll actually go ahead and take it off the list of mods that I'm using. Even though it's installed, I won't actually use it. So let's quickly check the item collector. So 3 more Apex eggs just while we were out doing that. So, yep, go ahead, Ellie.
If you install a mod to get a fish tank, do you need to start over on a new map or something?
Nope. And yeah, Ellie and Clementine have been asking me about decorations. I think I will install some mods off camera that allow us to craft decorations like fish tanks and cool stuff that the kids like. So we'll see in a few episodes. If you come back here and our base looks really cool, I'll talk about what I did and what mods I used to do that. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.